Question, how do you get and stay motivated?
You know, it's just become a habit. You know, it's just become a habit. And again, I came off of I don't want to be on medication. I don't want to be on high blood pressure pills because yes, the high blood pressure pills may be controlling my blood pressure now, but further down the road, it has destroyed my kidneys and my liver, which is a whole nother issue of health. So, and if I don't need it, if I can get off of it by eating right and exercising, that should be motivation for everybody.
Very true. So one thing that that I like that you said, Carolyn, was that any movement is good movement, basically. And I think that's like what kind of makes it difficult for people is they feel like they got to do all of these things, and it's really just getting started.
Yeah.
And to your point, what you were just saying, you have developed a habit now. So if you just get started and consistently do something, then you can develop that habit, and then you stay motivated because it's just part of your routine.
Yeah. Exactly.
For those of us who aren't disciplined but are trying to get there, what I learned and what change at work, and I would meet Carolyn at the gym, and it was part of my routine to go to the gym on the way home. I knew if I went home first, I probably wouldn't go back out. So you really need to know yourself. And I know now that I'm at home, if I get up in the morning and do my stretches and exercise, because if I do anything else, it's going to be nighttime and I'm going to be too tired, quote unquote, to do anything.
Right. Right.
Another question for you, Carolyn. What changes did you make in your diet?
In my diet, I put myself on a caloric deficit. So say my goal was to lose 30 pounds. So I put that information into my Fitbit, and my Fitbit said, I need to be, I'm going to guesstimate here because I don't remember exactly. I need to be 1,500 calories or less a day. So just because I can eat 1,500 calories don't mean I should eat 1,500 calories if I want to lose weight. So I put myself on a caloric deficit. I gave up the sweets, the cakes, the pies, never have been a big juice or soda drinker anyway. All the white foods, the white rice, the breads, flour, pastries, all of those things, I no longer eat. And surprisingly, I don't have a craving for. You know, even on my cheat days, a cheat day for me is not grabbing, eating a piece of cake. It would be more maybe pasta or something like that I don't have on a regular basis. So yeah, those are some of the things I took away from my diet.
So Carolyn, about the diet, where'd you go to find like healthier recipes or, things to kind of like swap out for what you were eating that you could use to, kind of to curb that?
Google. Really, I know white pasta is not good for you. So what's an alternative? I learned about, I think I'm gonna say the name right, Banza, Banza. It's pasta made from chickpeas. I'm like, okay. So I switched to that. I like corn chips and hummus. I was up until recently eating Mission corn chip stripes. And I'm like, okay, is there a little bit healthier corn chip out there? And there is, and it's spelled SIETE. The Mission corn chips are 140 calories for about 12 chips. And the Saiti, if I'm saying that correctly, is 130 calories for about 15 chips. So, and while I'm talking about that, when you're consuming potato chips or corn chips, we just simply grab the bag and eat from the bag and don't even realize how much we have eaten. What I encourage you to do is count it out. Get a napkin, count out 12 chips. You would be surprised that you will not typically go back to get more because they're gone. You don't you shouldn't want to go back to get more, because you satisfy whatever craving you have for the chips. And with anything, count it out. Grapes, 13 red grapes is only 40 calories. So count out your grapes, count out your blueberries. A quarter cup of blueberries is 40 calories, things like that. And it will become a natural thing to do once you get your routine down.
Awesome. Thank you. Google is our friend.
Google is your friend. Quick, easy recipes. I am not a chef. I am not. But I love the one pot meals that are low in calories, and I just hit repeat. I may add some protein to it, some shrimp or a couple of pieces of chicken, but they work. It works.
Okay, next question for you. And you all know y'all don't have to put all the questions in the chat. You can talk directly to Carolyn. She is harmless, I promise.
I would like to say hello to Carolyn. This is Virginia, Carolyn.
Hi.
Hi. I love you.
Love you too.
I've been checking you out, and I just want to congratulate you on such a wonderful job. You look great.
Thank you.
You look awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
the information that you've just given is very helpful.
Yes.
It will, if we take it in, it'll help us.
Absolutely.
And I just applaud you for doing what you're doing and losing the weight and looking good.
Thank you so much. I love you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Virginia. So we had a question in the chat. What exercises do you do, or can you recommend for targeting the belly fat?
You know, a lot of people ask that question, and I've seen a lot of those questions on other pages of personal trainers that I follow, and I'm going to mimic their answer. It's not just the diet, it's the exercise. It's not just the exercise, it's the diet, I should say. So if you don't change your diet, if you continue to eat bad, I don't care what exercise you do. If you don't change what you eat, you're not going to lose the belly fat. So just by exercising alone, you change the composition of your body. You change the fat moves, you lose the weight. And typically for women, it is in our belly and in our hips. So cardio is a great exercise for weight loss overall, not just targeting belly fat, but cardio is an excellent exercise to do. If you're able to jump rope, jumping rope is a very good exercise. It targets so many muscle groups. It's good for your heart. It's good for eye and feet coordination, hand-eye and feet coordination, especially for those that are in our prime time years. So if you're able to do jump rope or incorporate jump rope in your exercising, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Okay, that leads into the next question that was asked, which was 3 movements that you could recommend and what type of length or number of reps?
Just any type of exercise movement? The ones, I'm sorry, go ahead.
They're probably looking for like something to ease into.
So, okay. Stretching, start with stretching. The 3 anytime, anywhere stretching exercises is very helpful. Again, even while we're sitting on this Zoom call, you can do some stretches. So put your video on, get up, stretch to your toes. If you can't touch your toes today, stretch a little further tomorrow until you're able to reach your toes. If you have hand weights or 3-pound dumbbell weights, just simple up and down movement with your arms, or what they call curls, is good. So it's just so many things that you can do.
So Carolyn, I know you're back in the office some of the week now. Are you able to do any things at your desk at the office, or are you past that easy stuff? You got to wait till you get home.
What I will do though, on my lunch hour, I'll get out of the office and go for a walk. If the weather, is not too hot or nice enough to walk, I keep a pair of old tennis shoes under my desk and I will go for a walk. I try to do a 2-mile walk after I eat lunch. That doesn't happen every day, no, but if I can pull away and get a quick walk in during lunch, I'll do that. But for sure, I will work out when I get home.
Okay. So, let me see and make sure I didn't miss any questions. Does anybody else have any questions or want to share what they have been doing on their journey, how they are staying motivated or getting motivated, what their plans are on getting out and getting physical?
I have a question.
Yes, Mashawn.
I can't break the base this morning. It doesn't want to leave me. So I do.
It sounds good. You got that Florida Evans voice going on.
Breakfast ideas, because I've become lazy and I haven't felt like cooking this year. But I know I got to leave cereal alone because that's quick, easy, and I can go back to work real fast. I work at home a lot, and that's been a problem too.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you eat for breakfast? And I can't, eggs have been making me sick.
Okay.
So I limit eggs, and I can't eat bananas. So smoothies are out.
Okay. Well, you can make smoothies without a banana. I'll tell you what I eat. And although you said eggs are out, I eat a boiled egg in the morning. I'll eat some Greek yogurt with either blueberries. And let me just say this about blueberries. I didn't like any kind of berry, blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, no berries. But as you change what you eat, your body will crave the healthier foods over the non-healthier foods. So the one egg, a Greek yogurt topped with some blueberries, a small serving of mixed nuts, and a breakfast bar. That's pretty much every day. Sometimes I'll switch it up and get some steel oatmeal, which you can replace the egg with, and put some blueberries, raspberries, raisins, or something on top of that if you don't want to do the egg. I don't like avocados, but it is amazing. It is good for you. Avocado toast is good, but it don't work for me.
Avocados taste like slime, so I understand.
But those are, try the oatmeal.
They do, Deshaun. They just do.
I'm from California. I love avocados. I don't know what you're talking about, Mashawn.
No. So a protein bar is what you're saying that you have.
It's not a protein bar. It's a Belvita breakfast bar. They make them with, they have the cinnamon bars. I like I think it's the cranberry orange. It's 230 calories. It's four bars in a pack, and it's 230 calories per serving. But because I'm consuming it first thing in the morning, and I know my day will be filled with activity and exercise, I'm not really sweating how many calories is in that breakfast bar. It's a lot, but I know what my day will look like. I know that when I get home in the evening, I'm going to burn 500-600 calories in the evening.
Keisha, you have a question or a comment?
Hey, hello. Carolyn, thank you so much. I definitely enjoyed the presentation.
Thank you.
I didn't realize the belly fat I didn't realize all the different risks behind the belly fat. So your story sounds very similar to mine. I went off the blood pressure medicine. I have been battling with this off and on. I gained a lot of weight during COVID. So I actually started, I think it was a month and a half ago, where I've changed my eating habits. I've lost, I don't know how many pounds. I have to figure that out. But I'm still not to the right weight. I actually did my measurements while you were talking. I was like, I still got a little ways to go on the waist. But so I appreciate you just educating us on that information. And as far as even with the exercise, because I'm not really an exerciser, I was like, well, I'm just going to eat right, saying that I should come off. But I just went back to my doctor last week again, because I had lost, I lost 10 pounds since last time I was there. And I was hoping that would get me off the blood pressure. It's much lower, but it's still not where it needs to be. So she was like, you need to exercise. And I was like, okay. So I did start, I started a week ago. doing something. So I just appreciate you saying, just do something. Cause that was my thing. It's like, well, I don't know what to do, this, that, and the other, but you're right. I just need to move. Right. So
Yeah.
definitely appreciate everything. And congratulations on you're motivating me and encouraging me.
Awesome. That's the goal. That's the goal. Lakeisha, thank you and congratulations on your health journey, and keep at it. Keep at it. Keep walking. Everybody's not into physical activity, but walking is anybody. If your limbs work, anybody can walk. Just walk. If you have a dog at home, get him out there and walk him. So the Beltline is an amazing place for if you're in Atlanta. Get out and just do some walking. So keep it up. You got this. You definitely got this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, CSC is gonna keep you moving, Keisha.
That's why I almost died on that Stone Mountain hike. Trust me. That really let me know, Lord Jesus, you are so out of shape.
Keisha, no, it's still a valid answer.
Oh man. Well, So Carolyn, do you use you had mentioned that when you started, you got a exercise video, I think you said it was. And
a rope. I purchased a rope.
Oh, rope.
And just started jumping at home. So
do you use any like programs or videos or anything like that, or do you just kind of have your own set of exercises that you do?
I don't know. For those that are in Atlanta, there's a gym called Effect Fitness, a Metropolitan. Amazing. They, over COVID, developed their own app on demand, and I joined. And I exercise to Effect Fitness every day. Those are my people. I exercise with them. Let me just say, because this is a Christian group, it's not for gentle ears. So the coaches are fierce, and the music is not your grandma music.
It is motivating, Carolyn.
It's not your grandma music. So if you're okay with the type of music, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Future or Lil Baby, the Baby, DMX, that type of music is but I love it. I love it. I don't even know the lyrics to the song, but I know the song and the beat makes me move and want to move more. So, but that's my exercise program I follow.
So they have a website, or they have like a YouTube channel, or
they do have some of their exercises on YouTube. The on-demand app is a $40 membership fee. You can watch it as many times as you want. You can go back and do classes that you miss. It's really good. And I do it at home. If you're in Atlanta and want to go into the gym, I don't know what the in-house fee is, but they also have that option for you as well.
Okay, awesome. Liberty, you have a question or comment?
I do. Thank you so much, Carolyn. This was amazing.
I love you, Liberty.
Because I was on the road and I couldn't get in, so DP let me listen. And so I listened to probably the last half, and I was asked. My question was around the weight part, the stomach, because I was like, oh snap! Wait a second, the 10%, the 50%, and all of that. If you could break that down again for me, please, because that's an area that it's coming down, but now you gave it even more. Heightened my awareness of really watching that, especially with the you said that it connects to decreases your chance of having a heart attack.
Yeah.
If you can say that. And this was amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you. So again, for every percentage of weight that you lose from your waist, you decrease that same percentage in illness. If I lose 10%, if my waist goes down 10%, I'm 10% less likely to have a heart attack. If it goes down 50%, I'm 50% less likely to develop diabetes. So the waist it holds the key to disease prevention. So get it down, work on it. take your measurements and focus on doing cardio. I didn't mention drink your water. Drink your water. Sometimes when those hunger pains hit and we're quick to grab something to eat, opposed to drink some water. And then if you're still hungry after you drink the water, then eat. But typically the thirsty signal that's to our brain is the same as the hunger signal. So you may not be hungry, or you just may be bored and bored eating, but drink your water, drink your water, drink your water. I'm so glad y'all here. It's gonna make me cry.
Yes, it's so we have in the chat, Irene was saying that she has a hard time with the movement because she's working from home, and that, yeah, Irene, we're in the same boat, working a lot of hours from home and trying to prioritize time management to fit working out in. So
let me comment on that, if I may, and this may, I hope this doesn't come off wrong, but if we can make time for somebody else, if we can make time to do the work or do the project or whatever that is, why isn't making time for ourselves just as important? Because if we don't make time for ourselves, our health right now, all they're going to do is replace you with another person, and you won't be a second thought. So I lost a dear friend about a year ago because she didn't take care of her health. She did not. Her health was not a priority. She didn't take care of her health, and she should be here today if she has simply taken better care of herself. So I hear what you're saying, but if you can make time to do the work or the project for somebody else, make yourself a priority and do the work so that in your primetime life, you can be as healthy as you can be. All you need is 20 minutes a day, whether that's the first thing in the morning, in the afternoon, or at night. You can find 20 minutes to devote to increasing and better living for yourself.
That's true. That's a fact. And I think people think about exercise as, kind of like how as kids we thought about cleaning up the house or whatever thing we don't want to do. But there are things that people like to do that's movement, whether it's dancing or there's something that you do that because you like it, you don't think of it as exercise.
It's exercising.
Exercise is a job.
Yep.
And so if you can, exercise, if you can dance for 20 minutes, or you can, if you're one of those like hardcore cleaners, some of that cleaning is sometimes like you really get working up a sweat, you really working up a workout.
Absolutely.
If you're in those long meetings where you don't really, you like, why am I here? And you can be off camera. You can be walking in place, or if you got a little stepper or treadmill, something like that, you can be doing it then, or doing, as you were just saying, Carolyn, the stretching and the movements, chair aerobics. That is more of a workout than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Carolyn and I are both Georgia employees, and Department of Public Health has a 30-minute workout, virtual workout, and the chair aerobic lady be kicking my behind. I'm like, okay, I thought I was in better shape than this to be sitting there still and sore and everything else. So as you were just mentioning, Carolyn, there's so many things out there, whether it's local gym that has virtual stuff or just straight virtual. So what I use that I know is going to be like a kick butt workout. I know that I'm going to get my metabolism kicked off and sweating and all of that stuff is Kakua Fitness, which is it's on YouTube channel, and it's African dances. And I say African because they do the whole continent, not just one country. It's an older lady and her daughter, and they bring in other people, but it's usually 3 people. And so they have the good, strong workout. They have the modified in case you can't do, the hard one, but it's a full body workout, and it's African dance, but it is a full body workout. And then they have other things like core fitness where they work on your core and things like that. And so if you like dancing, there's stuff like that out there that you can kind of just turn on and you do it, and you're gonna be done for the day. I can't hardly lift my arms after I do those. But whatever it is, you just I think you have to be honest about yourself and not try to model what you want, what you want other people, what you think you should do, but more like, okay, I know that this is something that I'll do. And until you can, as Carolyn was talking about before, having that discipline, it's hard to develop that discipline.
It is. But I believe once you get into it, it's just automatic. I know the days that I'm going to work out, and I know the days that I'm not. I know when my body is like, okay, not today. And I'm okay with that. Don't beat yourself up if you don't feel like it. Rest days are just as important as exercise days, because when you're resting, you're allowing your body to recover. You're allowing your joints and muscles to recover from a previous day workout. So I think the rule is if you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. So, and again, it all boils down to consistency and goals, how bad you want to accomplish your goal.
That's awesome. And I think that goes back to what you were saying earlier in the presentation, Carolyn, about the logging, because if you have a goal, then you're keeping track of that progress to that goal, which is also motivating.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Liberty, you still had your hand up. Did you have something else you wanted to share? Okay, I just making sure. Valerie.
Hello. Sorry, I missed half of it, which I was anticipating this call, and then I ended up missing half. But I just want to thank you for that. And also, I wanted to add, you mentioned habits. There's a book by, I believe his name is J.B. Fogg, called Tiny Habits, which helped me. And basically, if you're having like a hard time trying to get started, what he shows is that if you start with a tiny habit, which is what I did, I started with the tiny habit of just getting dressed to work out every morning. And you kind of just do that the first like 7 times, just so you can get into the habit of doing that. And then I went from that to 5 minutes, and then from 5 minutes working out to 20, from 20 to an hour. And by doing that, I was able to lose 25 pounds because it was difficult for me to kind of get that motivation to get started. But I knew that if I just got dressed, that's like my baseline. So even if I don't, like you said, if you have a rest day, at least I've accomplished my baseline. And in that way, I don't feel bad about not doing it, because a lot of times we feel bad and then we go back into our bad habit of just not doing anything. So if you establish a very tiny baseline and you accomplish that, that helps a lot with you continuing on the next day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good for you. Congratulations on your health journey as well.
Thank you.
That's good. Thank you for sharing that, Valerie. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I have a team meeting. Maybe I could make everybody do some stretching or something.
Yeah, sure.
In the meeting, would they turn their camera off on me? Like, Deshaun always extra. Why she?
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
But I just want to say thank you for the information. I really enjoyed it, and I will make my belly fat, my minced belly fat, for the party.
Thank you, DP. I appreciate you being here. You got this, sis. We can do this. We can.
Absolutely.
It can be done. It's important. It really is. It really is. If you take care of your body today, it'll take care of you in your prime time years. Simple. Yeah. And it's possible. So we got this.
Very true. Anybody else had any questions or comments?
Awesome job, CO.
Thank you.
I have been putting Carolyn's information in the chat. It's still, you can still also find it on the meetup page if you are interested in learning more or getting some individualized information. She is available by Facebook, Instagram, and she has her Gmail. So I'm putting in the chat again.
And remember, if you email me while we're on this on this call, I will offer you a 15-minute free consultation.
Thank you so much for offering that. So Carolyn, what is your ultimate goal? Because it seems like you kind of accomplished a lot of what you were set out for.
You know, I don't know. I haven't set any new goals. Well, I have. I've just this week, I want to increase my calories burnt during exercising. So I said to myself, and I have not journaled this yet in my book, but I won't stop. I will continue to move or exercise until I am burn 500 minimum in calories. That's just in exercising. So yesterday, when I got home and I did my workout through the Effect Fitness Bootcamp, I was like at 400 and I don't know, 30 calories burned. And I'm like, I got to get to 500. So I just got on the floor and did some sit-ups or walked in place or, you know, something until I got to 500. So that's currently a continuing goal to at least burn 500 calories minimum during exercising. And as far as overall, just continue to keep my weight in check, not to revert back to needing medication for high blood pressure or pre-diabetes or, you know, overweight or anything like that. And I'm with the exercise and my current eating style, I'm maintaining my weight right now. So it's continuing to work for me.
That's awesome. Well, we definitely appreciate you sharing not just the information, but your actual journey. It's inspiring to know that wherever you start is where you start. It's not any special formula. Well, like, you know, you got to be in this particular position or situation. You need these particular tools or access to anything. It was you and your house and your will.
Yeah. And like talking myself off the roof, like, okay, sis, what are we doing? Because this ain't working. But yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay. I have one other question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm driving. I can see in the chat. What happens? What do you do when you plateau? Like when you just kind of hit a weight where you're just not moving, which I'm finding out now.
You got to move more. You got to exercise more. Find something else to do. Find something else to add to what you're already doing. So say if you're doing a boot camp and you want to continue to lose weight. So now after your boot camp, you may need to jump rope for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or go for a jog, you know, for a mile or two jog. So you got to burn more because now your body is like, okay, we're good right here. And you're like, nope, I want to lose more. So you got to move more to lose more. And that doesn't mean replace it with more food, of course, but just move your body more.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I heard that variety is important too. And Carolyn, you haven't mentioned it. So if you was keeping a secret, I'm sorry, but Carolyn's part of the Double Dutch group too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I jumped Double Dutch with the group called the 40 Plus Double Dutch group. They're all over the world. They're all over they're international. They're everywhere. It started in Chicago, where this young lady was going through a situation in her life and she needed to make a change. and she wanted to do something fun. And she started this Double Dutch group, and it's for women 40 and over. And her story is amazing and inspiring. If you would like to look it up, it's called the 40 Plus Double Dutch Group. I know her first name is Pam. I don't know her last name, but they are on Facebook and Instagram. And so I am a part of, Atlanta has several sub club groups here. And I jump with the East Atlanta group. We meet on the first and third Sundays of the month. And we jump rope, we hopscotch, we hula hoop, we do Chinese rope, all those childhood activities. All those childhood activities, we do those twice a month. And actually tomorrow is our Big Jump Atlanta day. And we're gonna meet, all the groups are gonna meet in Fayetteville to support them on their 1-year anniversary. And we're gonna get out and jump some rope. So if you're in the Atlanta area or wherever you are, look for a subgroup in your area and get out and jump some Double Dutch. It's amazing. And if you're not a jumper, again, we do hopscotch and hula hoop, but just like you learn how to, I don't know, do yoga, you can learn how to do Double Dutch. It's, you know, we're don't shy away from, I don't know how to jump Double Dutch. I didn't jump Double Dutch as a kid, but you can do it. Or you can just jump the single rope, because that's an option there as well.
I was a mean turner.
Yeah.
I turn.
Turning is good too. You're burning calories. So
Yeah.
turning or jumping, you're active and you're moving. So yeah.
That's good. Sharifa, you had a question or a comment?
I just had a suggestion. So I'm at a cafe, so it's a little loud, so apologies for that. But first of all, Carolyn, thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you, Queen.
Awesome. Some nice like tidbits and tips that I can also incorporate into my workouts and things like that. But I just wanted to say that I think what helps me is like pulling a Joe Black card. Like he incorporates exercise into what he's already doing into his lifestyle. So like he's on this workout right now, but he's working out. For me, I try to work out first thing in the morning, because then I don't have to worry about like spending the day stressed, like, oh, if this happened, now I got to do it later, and push it back, and I'm like, I didn't work out, I'll work out tomorrow, and then that, you know, spiral continues. So I just do it first thing in the morning, and I'm making it so that I look forward to it. So I'll like watch something on Netflix while I'm on the treadmill, for example, or I listen to a podcast, or you know, read a book. And so it's like I'm enjoying it, but I'm also doing what I'm supposed to do. So that helps.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do whatever works for you. If morning is your thing, that's great. That's great. Good for you. Congratulations. Keep it up.
That's awesome. And let me see. Is Sean, are you still here? Sean Williams? Yeah, he's still here. Sean does skating, which is also very rigorous. And you could tell from his physique that it works, because Sean don't have no fat on him.
Well, I don't gain weight. But I mean, for years I skated 3 times a week. So, and yeah, it's exercise, but it's fun.
Absolutely.
You know, it's fun.
And it's fun, and it's the exercise that you'll do. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Minister Sean, you had a question?
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry I missed the presentation. I had a funeral to go for. Thank you. My question, as far as working out, does it matter whether or not it's in the morning or not? Because I've heard that it's better to work out in the morning versus in the evening.
You know, the experts say, the professionals say that the morning is better, but again, do what works for you. Everybody is not a morning person. I'm not a morning person. I'm not doing it. Absolutely not. But I will do it in the evenings because that works for me. So yes, the professionals say morning exercises are better to do it during the day. But again, if you're not going to do it in the morning, doesn't matter if it's better for you. So do it when it works for you, when you know you will do it.
Okay. My personal form of working out is through Latin dance.
Awesome. Yes, I don't do it. That's great. That's great. That's movement. Do you track your calories while you're dancing?
I used to track my steps, but I don't too much anymore. With my old phone, I was better at doing so.
Maybe try to track not only your steps, but your calories, so that when it's time to grab a bite to eat, you're not putting all those calories back in your body that you just burned out. You know what I mean? So if you did Latin dance and you burnt 600 calories, don't go grab a burger and put those right back in your body. You know, just grab something that enough to sustain you and not put those calories back in your system.
Okay, thank you. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
I was looking for the Double Dutch group on online to put the link in, but I didn't know that you guys did the other stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't done Chinese jump rope since we used to use the rubber bands from the
Yes,
newspaper.
ma'am. Now they have actual ropes, girl. Yes. Double Dutch in, double Dutch out, double Dutch side to side. Yes, 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 yes. It's fun.
Yeah.
Now on a typical double Dutch day, you know, I put my tracker on and I'll burn about 300 to 400 calories from just jumping double Dutch.
Wow. That's good. Oh, okay, I found it. So I'll put it in the chat.
Awesome. And then for those that are interested, just go to their Facebook page or website and look for a subgroup near you. They're all over Atlanta, Fayetteville, Conyers. They're all over East Atlanta, South Atlanta.
Oh, Carolyn, we've got a question in the chat about detoxing. Do you have any advice or thoughts on detoxing?
So I know detoxing is a big thing. And again, I it's just not something that I do, because from what I learned and what I believe, my body will do its natural thing with me drinking water and eating healthy. You know, some people will do a detox to jumpstart their weight loss gain. Again, to each his own. I have not done a detox. I'm personally not a fan of it. My liquid consumption is water and hot tea, green tea. That's it. That's it. So if I want to eliminate on a regular basis, increase your leafy greens, drink your water, increase your vegetable intake, it'll come out. That's my personal opinion. Some, a lot of people do detox. Again, some people do it just to jumpstart their weight loss, to clean their system out. You know, whatever works for you. Me personally, I have not done that.
Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss. Anyone else have any questions, thoughts, things they want to share? Or other creative ways to get moving? Okay. I thought that oh yeah, so there was someone earlier that was talking about weighted hula hooping.
Yep, amazing. Amazing. We also use the weighted hula hoops at the Double Dutch. You can get them on Amazon. 5-pound weights, 3-pound weights hula hoops. They are amazing. A good exercise.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, Michonne. So yes, we are going to start winding down, and again, Miss Carolyn Owens' information is on the event page as well as in the chat, but you know, after we close, the chat's not going to be available, so you have to go to the page. But don't forget that if you want to have that consultation that Carolyn is offering, you need to email before we close out, so, and of course, you know, you can still do it after, but you just want to make sure that you take advantage of the information. This is being recorded. So if you wanted some of that was in the presentation that maybe you didn't get a chance to take a picture of, or you forgot to make a note, you can always go back and watch the video. And we will let you guys know as usual when that video is up for review. And for those of you who are going to be coming to the Beltline this evening, we will see you guys there. Another fun opportunity to get moving and not really feel like you're exercising, but being out and getting some vitamin D, getting some movements, having a good time. And we are going to be having, you know, some more outdoor things as the weather is changing. Again, if you have ideas, please share them and we will talk about possibly organizing things to keep us out and about. And of course, people are always asking, well, you know, how do I approach people? Or I'm uncomfortable, shy, nervous. Well, you're going to be more confident if you're more healthy. You don't want to be walking up to anybody coughing. You don't want to be walking up to anybody, you know, holding your back or holding your side because you know, having a hard time getting around. So you look good when you feel good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. If there aren't any more questions or anything to share, thank you all so much for coming out and learning more about how you can not only work on your inside as far as your emotional and spiritual wellness, but your health as well. All goes hand in hand. God made us to be our very best version of ourselves, and that means our physical well-being as well as our mental and our spiritual. So we once again want to thank Carolyn Owens for being
guys
and sharing with us such great information and being so open. And if anybody else has any questions for Carolyn after this, you know that her information is available on the page as well as in the chat. Thank you all. Have a good day.
Thanks again, everybody. Peace and health. Peace and health.